in pursuit of an ordinary, extraordinary life. Topic inspired by Alain de Botton. Now, Alain had said that it is likely that a majority of us will live ordinary lives, and that we ourselves have ruined our own paradise, that we have put serpents, bad ideas, or toxic people with negative thinking, serpents in our own paradise. Now, with this title, I don't mean to say, man, don't attempt to be world class, world famous, see the world, give up on the invention, try something completely new, completely alien to you. I'm not saying that. Again, because the way that I was brought up and conditioned by people that are so-called, well, they are relatives, but so-called family, so-called friends, so-called teachers, those that know, counselors, the adults, the grown-ups. You know, but I'm trying to think here as to when I figured or started calculating. There's something fishy going on here. Should I really buy what they're saying? Because I've never learned to fear Monday. Um, what as a kid? What Monday we're going to school? Monday school day. Monday I have to go to class, to a place with air conditioning and lunch. And if I get there quick enough, there's breakfast. Let's go. And watching television, or people seeing people be in shock and awe. Look at someone famous. Look at how big the rims are in their car. Look at how big their house is. Power. What is power? And I was like, what are you talking about? What the fuck, man? You know who has a lot of power? Who's that power in my life? My Uber driver, the pilot that flies the plane, the co-pilot that's helping him out. Who else? The pilot, um, bus driver when I've been on buses. Can you die in a train? Yeah, the train, train or tram driver. I could decide to go into a speeding truck. Those people. They have held my life in their hands, and they were sane enough. Probably had a good enough wife, girlfriend, or boyfriend, or tranny, or blow up sex doll, or sheep, blow up sheep, to not run the plane into the ocean, or the train into a big um, diesel transport truck. That's my train of thought, because what the fuck was I trying to say? people in charge, people that have had an effect, people that mentored me, shaped my mind, have held my life in their hands at their own mercy. At their own mercy. It's probably too much weight right there. But I'm not saying to, in pursuing an extraordinary, ordinary life, um, I'm not saying to be mediocre or, oh, you know what, just getting any job will be okay. No, 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 no. Um, you know, I do it far less now, but I remember as a kid, going to someone else's home or seeing something on TV or lusting, jealousy, envying. Oh, I want that. I want a 2-story house, a 3-story house, air conditioning. What's that? Um, fucking a microwave. What sort of alien technology is this? Microwave. And instead of looking at other people's things, lifestyle, bitches, relationships, or simply their smile as, you know what, I deserve that too. I want that. Instead of thinking, you know what, I can smile too. Yeah, you know what, I may only flip burgers, but you know what I could also do is go work out, work on my core, volunteer, be thankful that I'm not homeless, be thankful that I have my 2 front teeth, be thankful that I'm not on meth. And again, it doesn't mean just lower your standard and be like, well, look, I'm not homeless, so that's good enough. No, 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 no. You know, because I think a majority of my stupid life, my stupid way of thinking, I was focused on just my resources instead of saying, you know what, how can I be resourceful today? Resourceful. How can I be resourceful when I don't have this resource? Thinking about this one restaurant right now. Pretty badass restaurant. Mouth is watering. Sorry. Thinking about life, man. This place is overseas, though. I'd like to be there right now, but I deserve to not be there because I haven't made things accordingly to the weight of the universe to be there, to return there. So I am not there. So this is my life design here, where I'm at. But and eventually when I learned, you know what, so I remember one time, I learned to, instead of thinking, no man, I wish I had a chick like that. That guy's so lucky. I remember one time at I think it was a Pollo Loco restaurant, chicken restaurant. This dude walks in with not just a white bitch or a cute white bitch, but a cute white bitch with a fat natural ass. Fat natural ass. I was like, damn. Damn. But I thought they were hungry. They're there for the food. Get the fuck out. But if they would have seemed a little bit more of the community, Ned Flanders style, been like, hey dude, how did you meet such an amazing woman like that? How did you? I wanted to say, how'd you pick up this bitch? Or you're clapping them cheeks, but how did you get such an amazing woman to have to? How did you get such amazing company to have for lunch today? I would have thought of something like that. If it's not fucking putting her on a super pedestal. What was it? How'd you meet? And lost my train of thought because that ass was fat. It's scarce to see it, just especially a white chick with a fucking round ass like a peach. Where was I at? But yeah, when they struck up a conversation, no, I wasn't hateful. I was just like, fuck, that dude. It doesn't seem like they grew up in the same neighborhood, same zip code, or same city, or. But you know what? Obviously, this guy figured out a way to catch her attention, and now he's got her in that short skirt, having lunch with her now. And they thought, okay, well, now what's possible for me out there, And I think my dog hears the alien technology leaf blower within the distance. Leaf blowers. I think with having an ordinary life, one could reach the, I think before it was more like, how can I have a big 12-course main meal every night, 7 days a week, forever? Instead of simply just thinking, as previously mentioned, the Joey and Rory, where the wife goes up to make tomato soup at home and just goes out to the garden out in the front yard and makes some tomato soup. And imagine the love. Yeah, plain meal, but the love, the taste, the love in it, man. Not having the most biggest rims, the coolest paint job, flames on your car, RV, motorcycle, whatever the fuck. So eventually I learned, you know what matters on it? The odometer. How many miles did you put on it, man? Where'd you take it? Man, it's making a squeaky sound because it's been through life, man. And that's awesome. And some people do they're just may have fame, but I think it's sick to simply just want fame for the sake of I don't know what, man. I think Dr. Jordan Peterson, I think it was him, that said, maybe, or Stefan Molyneux, said that, you're doing a pretty good job if your child doesn't want to be famous. That's it. And I thought, fuck, that's pretty scary that that would be an actual criteria there, man. That if your kid doesn't just want to be famous for the sake of being famous, that's pretty healthy. And I thought, fuck, wait. No. I try to be as effective with doggy time, dog walks. And then I also get guilt trips and I think, fuck man, there's a dog out there. It's probably living on top of a garbage can or under a freeway or somewhere that just needs food, needs water, needs love. How can I get it? What would I exchange for it? Yeah, another hour of sleep less, more bland food for me, tighter budget for me. But I think in an ordinary life, as long as it's effective. I'm trying to think what Seneca had said. I think it's Seneca said. Something like an honorable life. A life is not short when it's lived honorably. And it's not it's something like that. Because we can't save the world, man. We can save the world. We can save maybe a piece of it. I think by this video, my digital ghost here, it'll keep living on. Again, I think of my younger self where I'm trying to break the conditioning of why does it I know that having a car with big rims and a nice paint job doesn't feel like the ultimate form of being, of status. But what is that other status, and or what's the the sort of a mental thinking to improve that or to overcome this sort of hunch? There's so much to do in this lifetime. It's later than you think. No do-overs. Get after it, motherfuckers. Go forward. Trump 2020.